You would think a doctor could afford better internet.
Yeah, not these days though.
Before this.
Before we start, I'd like to say our podcast this week is brought to you by Landlock Ales Paddle Whacker. Get yourself a paddle whacker.
What the hell was that?
Where did that come from? They whack your paddle?
You forgot to even, you didn't even intro the podcast. You're just like, here's a beer.
Here's a beer.
It's Can You Leave the Simulation podcast, as always.
Oh.
I'm drinking a Oscar's Lager.
I thought this was the other podcast we did.
Our beer tasting?
Yeah. So, just in case anybody was wondering, me and Jake are going to be trying some beers. Zach's going to try out some whiskey.
I got some whiskey.
Batch 1.
Yeah.
Fancy
Show
stuff.
that, baby.
Reddit shop, if you're seeing this, give me a shout out. Batch number 1.
Zach, remember when you called Brock Lesnar out to a UFC fight?
Yeah, he turned me down.
You should do the same to Brendan Schaub.
Nah, he might kill me with boredom with his jokes.
What do you mean he turned you down? Did you actually reach out?
Zach, we reached out and Brock just never returned. I consider that cowardness on Brock's part.
Yeah. I mean, even if you think you're gonna lose to someone, you still say you're gonna challenge them. So
yeah. Well, Jake, to be fair, if you ever watch this video, you'll understand why Brock said no, because Zach was looking like a mean guy.
It was a video that you sent to him?
Oh yeah. He did like 2 push-ups, punched the punching bag like 3 or 4 times.
Do we have this?
What you guys to bring this up right now?
Because if we have
shit on y'all, you want me to bring that shit up? Slap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Let's go, Zach. We can go 1 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pound for pound headshot.
We call it even.
That's the thing. We all got way too much dirt on each other. We're just going to have to
let it die.
Let it die.
Well,
that's not even dirt, though. That was just a fun time. I had fun making that.
That was a good time, yeah.
A couple more drinks, though. I think we might be sharing some more details. So
yeah, no,
let's get those down, boys.
I don't think so. Breaking stuff.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Pointing at the camera. You're you think you're some kind of superstar? What the hell?
Shit. I'm here, guys. Don't worry.
This is so unprofessional.
Well, it's been a month since we did this. Not even sure we know how to do it.
You forgot
anymore.
how to place a camera in a month?
Do you even podcast, bro?
Yeah. Let's get him a T-shirt that says that.
I had to get my light because it's really bright in my eyes. That's better.
Your future's bright, man.
It looks exactly the same. Yeah, it's not changing.
Shut up. That's too much.
Guys, I looked up some weird news this week. I know a lot of podcasts do this, but I wanted to bring up some stuff that I haven't heard anywhere else because I don't like repeating stuff I've already heard. Number 1 here. The FDA has issued a warning. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. They're telling people to stop using NyQuil as a chicken marinade.
It's like they don't want good flavored chicken.
I know. NyQuil is like a home.
How else am I going to make it purple?
It's a staple. What do you guys use to marinate your chicken? You put it in, I don't know, Italian dressing or something?
Italian dressing, barbecue sauce.
I mean, if I don't do NyQuil, I do Dayquil.
Yeah.
See, I do ZQuil because it's zesty.
Dude, chicken's already got that tryptophan in it, though, so that puts you right out.
What the hell is tryptophan?
That's the stuff in turkeys, man.
Yeah, it's
That's
in
not
chicken,
chicken.
too.
Oh,
It's in both.
Is it just in birds?
It's in all meat, but I think it's in birds the most. That's why you go sleep after Thanksgiving.
One, probably because you're getting CO'd from the oven running all day.
And because you marinate in NyQuil and ZQuil.
Well, yeah.
Double down, man. Double down.
I don't know why they even have to issue this warning, though, because it seems like a gross thing to do anyway, but apparently it's a social media challenge or something like that, or it's going around as a fad.
It's
I believe it's
TikTok.
on TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so,
believe
TikTok
it.
thing.
so this is just like when they had to do the Tide Pod thing, right? When kids were
Well,
eating Tide Pods.
yeah, but even that like is more sense. This is so much more work. You gotta like go get chicken, and then you gotta go
Well,
get
at least-
NyQuil. You
at
gotta
least-
be 18 to buy NyQuil, and then
At
you
least-
gotta mix them on the stove, and you're not supposed to inhale it because
At least NyQuil is something that like you're supposed to put in your body. Tide Pods is just
Yes.
fucking. I'm trying to kill
you
myself.
put that on the outside of your body, on your clothes.
Exactly.
It's basically
You know.
lotion.
Shit that makes you all itchy.
But also, why is it not safe to eat? Like we're putting that stuff on our clothes and you can't eat it. It's
Why is
I
it
don't
just
know.
NyQuil safe to cook though? Because you're drinking that.
Yeah.
That's
So what's
true.
the big deal?
Do they suggest alternatives?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any alternatives?
Instead of NyQuil, try barbecue sauce.
Robitussin.
Ricola.
Ooh. I mean, what if you like dipped your pizza in like Pepto? You don't get heartburn, but it's also like a new flavor. That's your next internet challenge, boys.
Pepto, dip your Yeah, no fries. Use it as fry sauce.
Can you imagine they start making like little Pepto things you can get when you get fries?
Get your KFC Pepto sauce.
Get your KFC Pepto, baby.
They actually should go together, really.
Yeah, you'd feel fine afterwards.
Talk about KFC.
All right,
That's actually not a bad idea.
next weird news thing here. An Ohio tree trimmer was stung 20,000 times by bees after cutting into a tree.
Okay.
So the 20,000 is kind of what jumped out at me here because I was like, how do you get stung 20,000? I mean, even if it's a swarm of bees, right? Like you're
He's slow as fuck. I mean, slow as heck.
Did he count all 20,000 stings?
yeah. The
That's
doctor was like 1,
You know?
2.
How accurate is this
3.
number here?
So yeah, in the article I was reading is like they said he looked like a porcupine after. I don't know if the stingers were still in him and they're poking out, or if it was just a bunch of bumps.
I still feel like if you were attacked by that, you could get the hell out of there. Maybe you get stung 100 times, right?
Right.
But
so
but-
he
Maybe
it was-
even 1,000, but 20,000?
yeah, 20,000. That's 20 times more than 1,000.
Jesus, what do you do? Like, he must have marinated in the NyQuil.
I just gotta take a breather for a minute. So he was like up in a tree, cutting the tree down.
Oh yeah, so he couldn't.
So I
get
think
out.
that was the problem. Is yeah.
Props
I don't
to
know.
him for not just hopping down.
I was
though.
gonna say he could have took the quick
Seriously.
way.
I don't know what was better though. I mean, there's some
Maybe
pictures
he
of the.
did jump down,
I
broke his
would-
legs, and then
I
just
was-
got stung.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd rather get stung 20,000 times than break both my legs.
I mean, that's if you're not allergic.
Right.
I think you're allergic after 20,000, regardless. of who
Right?
you are.
Isn't it like you kind of lose immunity after a certain point with that kind of stuff? I thought it was with bees and stuff.
I don't know.
You can lose your immunity to them?
Yeah, the more you get stung, like the weaker you get to it. It's like the opposite of most stuff.
See if I can find this for you, Jake. We had a coworker at work, and he was drinking a soda outside, and one got inside the can, and when he went up, it stung him on the inside of the lip. So I was gonna if I can find this photo, I'll show it to you. Oh, here it is.
I've been warned to like always check your soda if you leave it out there in the sun for a long time because that could happen.
Oh, poor guy.
Dude, he was swelled up for like a week too.
Oof. Should have probably gone and got some like what the heck is it, Mr. Dr. Zach? What's the what's it called when you need the medicine for? Well, yeah, but like what is Benadryl?
Antihistamines.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Antihistamine.
I'll be here all night.
He actually knew the answer, Zach. He's just testing you.
Yeah.
Just testing. You never ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Yeah.
He's testing you to see if he wants you to check out that growth he's got.
Yeah, I saw the pictures, dude. That's kind of gross.
Well, you need the updated ones because it's gotten bigger.
Puberty.
Yeah, happens every day.
Oh God.
I got a couple sports to talk about. Then I got a big trip report that I can get to, and then whatever you guys want to talk about here. But I thought we could get into a little bit of football since another big weekend here, second weekend of the regular season.
Yeah, so we haven't even done a single podcast with the NFL season going yet.
Right. Yeah, so really appreciate everyone watching last week's episode because that was the delayed, lost episode of the Home Run Derby. So
It's real fans right there.
And I know that I've also got some feedback. The past 2 episodes are dry. Hopefully this one's better. I'm trying to like take the filter more off things so that we're being like just, I don't know, more entertaining to you guys. So let us know. And don't forget that email is cultspod@gmail.com. And now back to Mason and Sports.
Who said we were dry?
We're about as moist as they come, buddy.
I've been marinating in NyQuil all day.
I got a wet floor sign right behind me, all right?
We've been soaking for days, all right?
Yeah. Don't soak in NyQuil, baby.
Speaking of football, we got Mr. Soaker himself that's not even playing, but I did see him. We'll get into that a little bit later, but
If you're Joe Flacco, you worried about his wife? Zach Wilson likes some milfs.
I would be. If I was anybody on that team, I'd be worried about.
He's fighting for his life right there.
I'd be more worried about him meeting my mom than my wife, though. Seems like he's into the. And I mean, Joe Flacco's probably.
Flacco's a little old man.
Yeah, could be his mom.
He asked for ID, and he's like, 64. You're good.
He's the opposite of Leo.
Yeah, seriously. Leo only dates like girls that are like 18 or 19, doesn't he?
25 and below.
All right. Yeah, 25 and below. Pretty close.
Hey, baby, you pulling Social Security yet?
Yeah. Where's your AARP card?
We going to Golden Corral for that early bird special or what?
Oh, Golden Corral sucks.
Yeah, we brought that up before, and then yeah. Whew. All right. Back into football though. So I heard that the Broncos fans were counting down the snap clock for Russell Wilson.
Dude, it's less for Russell. I think their coach just he doesn't know what he's doing. So he's the play caller, and people do this all the time. But he's a first-time head coach. He's a play caller, and honestly, I don't know how qualified he is truly because he'll be like, "Okay, we're going for it." Look down his play sheet. Go. I don't trust any of those. We're gonna punt it, and then by then, yep, there it goes.
Time's up. Yeah.
Delay a game. So I think it's more of a.
Is that what happened each time that they were getting that delay game, or is it just?
So, not each time, but most of the time it is. Most of the times I've seen it's come on like a 4th down, and they're gonna go for it, and then they punt, or they just can't decide what the hell they're gonna do.
64 yards, baby.
Yeah, Jesus. They're having a little bit of a tough start to the season, and I get it. New head coach, new coaching staff in general, new quarterback, but I would expect a little bit better with considering the 2 teams they played.
So I wrote this down as a note. Do you think the starters should have had more preseason play time?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think that's kind of the difference we're seeing here? I mean, the first 2 games I've seen them play, like it just looks like they're not fully formed, or they don't have everything perfected or kind of go according to plan yet. So,
well, and so something I listened to, they talked about how the Seahawks game, week 1, the Broncos, none of their starters really played at all in the preseason. And the Seahawks, all of their starters were playing because they're all trying to find out who their starting quarterback is. They're all fighting for positions. And it clearly looked like the Seahawks were like more of a unit.
Definitely.
Denver's offense outgained them, but it just seemed like they were very clunky even with the good numbers.
I'm happy to see Zach's getting into it a little bit there. Are you
Bottoms up.
taking shots every time Mason's saying something a little offensive towards teams of ours?
I got a drink to forget the Hackett situation, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You sold on Hackett?
Nah, we need to fire him and get Brian Flores.
I'm not sold on Brian Flores either.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I honestly don't understand why they didn't go with Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Because he's the enemy.
The enemy. I like that.
Can't have him in this house.
Yeah, he's a CU boy. Didn't he play for Denver Broncos? Or did he not?
I don't know. I don't know if Zach's still here or not. Oh, there
I'm
he is.
still here. How much have you drank, man?
It's not really so much about the drinking. It's more about the internet.
Sorry, listeners.
Who's your biggest surprise so far? Good or
Miami
bad?
Dolphins.
Okay, fair. Jake?
Well, for me, being at the Browns this last week, I would say the Jets.
Yeah. I mean, even versus Baltimore, they didn't look terrible. They played good D. As good as D as you can versus Lamar Jackson.
I mean, seriously, and you're really not running with any great players. You kind of have a lot of average players, but nothing that really stands out.
I would disagree with that. I think their skill position players are good. That Garrett Wilson, holy hell! And then
is he? Who is number 17?
That's Garrett Wilson. Yep.
Yeah, he had a game.
Him, Brees Hall. I think we're about to see him do some pretty special stuff. Michael Carter's good. Elijah Moore hasn't stepped out yet, but I think he's good. We all know who Corey Davis is. Yeah. My biggest surprise though is how bad the Colts are doing. I thought they were going to bring in Matt Ryan and he was going to lead them to like division title easy, but they have not been able to get anything going.
That division's the worst in football, probably.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like all the divisions are either really good or really bad right now.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
in fantasy, I won this week. Did you guys win this week?
Got that dub.
W.
Mason, you win this week?
Mason, did you win this week?
No.
I think
it's
my
week one.
I think it's
Winning's
my
too cool.
I won week one, so still 1-1.
I'm 1-1. Zach, you're 1-1.
Did you guys both lose week one?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even break 100 week one.
That's
I haven't
surprising.
played a tight end yet. I don't have anybody.
Well, and Christian McCaffrey struggled week one.
Elijah Mitchell's got hurt. Cam Akers gave me that goose egg.
Yep.
We back, though.
And now I lost Trey Lance. So, and then, as we already mentioned, I tried to get Tua, and then someone outbid me $15.
We only have $16 for the season.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy that you would put 15.
So why 15? Why not 14 or 16?
Well, I have Russell Wilson as my quarterback, and we all see he's been stellar. So I figured I'd get an insurance policy.
Your insurance policy is Tua, though, and that's kind of scary.
With Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, I'm into it.
The yards are looking good so far, but I don't know if he can maintain.
Well, but the other thing is they're not very good at running the football. Yep. So my whole philosophy is that offense is going to run through that quarterback slinging it around to their speedy receivers. And
and you would imagine that the defense would probably catch on to that in the next couple of weeks here.
Maybe, but I mean, you thought they'd catch on to Tyreek Hill going deep with the Chiefs, and they never did.
Well, Tyreek Hill's so fast that he can just burn any corner.
Yeah. So you got to play someone over the top on that. So when you got a safety over the top, you can hit Jalen Waddle on them slants or on curl routes. And if you start going that way, then they have Mike Gesicki at tight end. I mean, they honestly got a pretty decent team. I would not be surprised if they somehow found a way to beat the Bills this weekend.
That would be I mean, that's going to be a good matchup for sure.
Oh, I think so. That Bills got a good D too, though.
I don't know why the AFC East got so intense these past few years.
Yeah, and the Jets, like you said earlier, they're starting to look better. I don't think they're going to compete for that yet, but
they don't look as bad as they used to. We'll say that.
Yeah. The division that surprised me that I feel like is like worse than they should be is the AFC North. Like, what's going on with Cincinnati?
Joe Burrow's too cold.
Yeah, he's cold. Then the Steelers, they can't play offense. Cleveland doesn't have a quarterback who.
Okay, so how long do you think before the Steelers transition to Kenny Pickett?
2 weeks. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, no.
Yep. 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Total of 4.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Are they playing Cleveland this week?
On Thursday, tomorrow.
If they get beat decently bad by Cleveland, I would not be surprised if they said, okay, we got a long week. Let's go with Kenny Pickett.
Honestly, I think tomorrow night's game is going to be a good one. The Steelers and Browns.
I think it'll be close, but I don't know if there's going to be too much offense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it's going to be pretty defense heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Jacoby Brissett, and then you kind of got Trubisky.
Yeah.
And both are kind of like meh.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But
you got good running backs on each side, but you also have really good defenses on each side. So
yeah, I got to say, like being at the Browns game, I think we kind of know it not being at the Browns game, but they have probably one of the best running back cores in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went to the Browns game, Jake, yeah?
I did.
So that was they unveiled the new center of the stadium or center. What would you call it?
Logo?
Emblem?
Yeah.
Logo and their new tunnel dogs.
Tunnel dogs? I don't know what the tunnel dogs are.
When they run out of the tunnel, like the Denver Broncos have like a horse head that goes or whatever. They have 2 like
Wait, do that one more time.
Dogs on each side. No, I'm not doing that again.
And then act like you're drinking a smoothie. I didn't see that while I was there, but I wasn't really paying attention to the tunnels, so
yeah. Missing on all the good stuff in life.
I had to say though, it was I mean, you go to the stadium, it's pretty much your normal football atmosphere. The fans are pretty much the same. I'd say maybe a little bit less hardcore than like the Broncos fans. Not that they weren't serious about it or anything. And to be completely clear, I was sitting in the dog pound, so it was probably the biggest of the fans in the stadium.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, the dog pound is awesome.
Yeah, I've heard.
I really like it, and I gotta say it's bleachers instead of chairs too. I don't know if you've ever seen that on TV. I think it's just the dog pound. I don't think like the rest of the 100 levels like that. I think it's just that one side. But I gotta say, like I think the bleachers might be more comfortable than chairs in stadiums. You get into like the chairs in stadiums nowadays. It's so tight, like you just don't feel comfortable. And like for me at least, I gotta like hold my arms in and I like start sweating and I'm like I'm uncomfortable. But that wasn't the case with the bleachers, which is really cool. But I'll say the other thing with the bleachers is they were like banging them. So you have like the bars that like vertically hold the back part of the bench up because it has a backrest.
Yeah.
But they're probably spaced out like 6 feet apart, the little brackets that hold it up. So everyone's slapping them in the middle, and that's just making a ton of reverb like a drum. And I was like, this is almost cheating to like make noise in the stadium. This is crazy. And they had the weirdest chants too. So it was, "Let's go Brownies." Woof, woof. What the hell is that? What the hell does that even mean?
I mean, just think of the Browns. Like that's the strangest organization. Like, let's name our team after a color. We're gonna have a mascot as a dog, but then there's gonna be this elf on the field. It's just the strangest team.
I'm so confused, and like I was even asking people there, and they didn't really understand it either. I was like, "Is the elf Brownie? Is it Brownie the elf? Is that like they're supposed to be their thing?" Because I think they just had like the helmet as their emblem before, right?
Yeah. It's always just been an orange helmet.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. They definitely need some rebranding.
Need that
Named
PR.
after a color. Well, I guess a guy, but still a color.
I
And
don't
like
know.
that's the entire theme. And they I don't know if you guys know this, but they don't have cheerleaders either. So like when we went to like the Broncos, even in preseason, that we have like the marching band, we have like the horses that like run through, we got the guys that like have all the flags
Like,
that run through, we
yeah.
have the cheerleaders, all this stuff. They don't have any of that. Like it's just plain old football, which is
Well,
cool, I guess. But
I don't know about rebranding, because every time I've seen a team rebrand recently, it has gone miserably terrible.
Guardians are okay.
Guardians are okay. And then we talk about Washington
Commanders.
and then they come out with cups with Washington State on the cup.
Yeah, they've really had trouble rebranding because they were the Washington football team for what, 2 seasons?
Yeah, I'm sure Dan Snyder is a big help in the matter.
No, you think he's going to get tossed out of there pretty soon?
It's really hard to force a guy to sell his team. It's possible. It's really difficult.
Yeah,
Because I mean, technically, that's like his business that he paid for. So I don't know. They have ways around it, but it gets a little shady.
right.
But well, since Zach's not here, and I'll let you think, but I will come up with the next beer, which is a White Rascal. It's a emblem of a little rascally little guy that's white. I wonder what a brown rascal would be like.
And we got to censor that. No, I'm just kidding.
Johnny?
So I'll say it was pretty cool being at the Browns game, though, because, I mean, they lost, but it was a very historic loss. It was probably the most typical Browns fashion loss you could ever have. And so I even have a stat here, and I think they had a greater than 99.9% chance of winning, and they also there's never been a game. Well, I guess it's been 3,600 and something games since a team's come back more than 13 points in the last 2 minutes with 2 timeouts. So
a minute 30, and they're up by
2
13.
timeouts on the other team, not their team. So I mean, it was a straight pass for a touchdown, immediate onside kick recovery.
Mm-hmm.
They got it back. They got another touchdown, and then Jacoby Brissett decides he needs to take off and run. But even before that, I'll say the jersey I'm wearing, the Nick Chubb, he should have just kneed it. He didn't need to take it in for a touchdown. If they would have just took the knee, they could have just ran the clock out and won.
And I get that, but I would have a hard time trying to coach my guys not to get into the end zone.
Yeah, but I mean, you're coaching your guys to win too. So
I mean, I get it,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also not, in a way. I don't know. We all remember. Well, I'm sure you guys remember Was it Ahmad Bradshaw falling into the end zone when he was trying to take a
trying to
Super Bowl? I figured you guys would remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna.
And Mason's no longer on this podcast.
Yeah. I was gonna mention though that was probably the second best comeback I've seen. Second to 28-3 Patriots coming back on the
all right,
Falcons.
Represent.
Yeah, I'll give the credit when it's due. Zach.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Nope, go ahead.
Nah, go for it, dude.
We're just gonna go back and forth. You go.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
We still got 30 minutes to record. You hang up.
You hang up.
Let me see. Oh, I wanted to talk about baseball before we got into the rest of my trip here. Did you see the 2023 rule changes?
I did. Yep.
What did you think of them? And Zach, did you see them?
I
Um,
did not.
I'm okay. So just for Zach's, the only two that I kind of emphasize here is the pitch clock, which I'm into. They've have plenty of information from the minor leagues and data from the minor leagues that shows that it's good. And then when the guys come up, they're getting the ball out of their hands and not wasting as much time. I'm not. I thought I'd be into it, but I'm not into the infield shift no longer being available.
So they can still shift. It's just you can't cross the second base threshold, right?
Yeah, and you have to have your feet in the dirt. Like you can't be in the outfield as an infielder.
That one's a little stranger, I think.
I'm just not. I thought I'd be into it because I'm always pissed off when they hit into the shift. I'm like, oh great, woohoo, defense in baseball, so fun. But Terry Francona actually said like, why are we rewarding the guys who can't train themselves to hit the opposite way?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I will say though, I really don't think it's going to make too big of an impact on the game. So like, you're typically only playing shifts when there's no one on and going to third, right? So you have to be able to cover third if you're playing a shift on the right side, and then there has to be someone on typically there's not someone on base even when they're putting shifts down because
oh,
it's so easy to take off on a steal. So
they do quite a bit. If the runner's on first base, they still shift because somebody's always
you can
close to
still
second
cover
base.
second,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But my thing is it's like, okay, so in football, you got a dual threat quarterback. You're not going to penalize him for being able to run the ball. That's what it feels like is happening here. Is you're penalizing the guys who can do more, guys who can hit it both ways instead of the pull hitters. It's more they're just trying for more runs.
Right. Well, uh, I mean, people
So you're
have kind of been
saying
begging
base?
for offense in baseball, right?
Yeah,
So it's like they're trying to please the fans with these 2023 rule changes.
yeah. I just hate when the rule change is to I guess I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Well,
I just
baseball's
don't like
weird
it.
with rule changes because like baseball's an old sport, so there's a lot of history and stats. So people don't like it when it changes because it throws off all those old stats and it's hard to tell and
I don't.
compare players from the modern and past eras.
I mean, you can't anyways, right? You have steroids. You have new
Well,
technology and
plus
training.
now it's so much more difficult than it was then.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
they're throwing 90 tops back then, so
Babe Ruth was drinking beers and smoking cigars in the dugout, and he's the best of that generation. Like,
yeah.
it's just
Dude.
different. Like, quit trying to compare them. You know what I
He didn't
mean?
have any speed either.
No,
He was stealing bags and stuff.
I don't know. I hate it when they take away the competitive edge instead to. But I get it. Baseball
So,
is not the most popular sport because it's kind of slower. But
right. They're really just trying to make it better for fans. So the other changes like you said is pitch clock, so that's going to be a big difference. I believe it's you get 20 seconds between pitches when there's someone on base and 15 seconds when there's no one on base. And I think they were also saying that it doesn't reset if you try to throw a pickoff attempt. So you could really only throw probably two times max over to a bag before you
I
throw a
would
pitch.
I would think it would have to reset at least to an extent because you're not going to be able to pick off
You'd
twice.
have to. That's what I was thinking. You'd have to add like 5 seconds or something
Yeah,
at least back to it.
I bet you somewhere in there it says it like add like you say adds like 5 seconds or whatever.
I still think that having the pitch clock is going to probably raise the steal rate.
Yeah,
Um,
I could see
I
that.
think they're going to be more concerned with getting the ball home than they are throwing it over to the bags. And the other thing is, this is another rule change: is they're increasing the bag size from 15 to
Oh,
18 inches.
that's right.
So it's to try to decrease collisions and stuff like that, but it also makes the base path like half a foot shorter.
Well, and how many collisions really did we see in baseball?
Not a lot after they added the rule at second base where you couldn't aggressively slide. Nobody's really diving into first that much anymore, and there's not too many collisions at first anymore. I get that it's a player safety thing, but it's another thing where I think it's going to help with stolen bases. It's going to be a lot easier to stick on second bag when you're stealing. So
I think that was a big want from the players. So that was a way that they could get some of the league's motives through was, okay, we'll increase the bag size. But they need to come up with something about blocking the plate.
That we've seen that. Like that rule backfire half dozen times this season already, where it's cost the game, and
it's
it's terrible. Yeah, it's kind of like the old when you used to be able to challenge like pass interference in football, where it was like totally just whatever they thought. Like it was like a 50-50, you could go either way. So.
Speaking of rule changes, this is going to switch it back to football a little bit. But
okay.
So I believe it was Sunday night, week 1. Was it Tampa Bay versus Dallas?
The Bengals versus Dallas?
Yes. No. Tampa Bay versus
Tampa
Dallas.
Bay.
Week 1.
Sorry, week 1.
They show a clip of Leonard Fournette chipping Micah Parsons, as he's going through to his route. And somebody who I had a lot of respect for commented on that and talked about how he thought that was BS and that they should come up with a rule. Von Miller, he doesn't think that running back should be allowed to chip the DN like that. What's your take?
I mean, running backs are probably going to say they should be allowed to, and DNs are going to say they're not allowed to.
Exactly.
It's the same thing for the competitive advantage. Miller's just looking to find his another edge to it.
Well, he's saying it's dangerous.
Isn't football dangerous? Don't you play a dangerous sport?
Well, so
it's a dangerous sport.
What I was going at
is... Are we going to take away tackling too?
Well, that's just it.
That's dangerous.
These are the same guys that are like, oh my God, they're changing the rules so we can't tackle and it makes it impossible for us to do our job. And then they're going to say, oh my God, it hurts so bad when the running back chips us. This is bad.
They always want it to benefit them. So
yeah, these guys are the same guys that are like, we need to bring the violence back to football and stuff. And now they're saying, oh my gosh, we can't get chipped. I get it. Yeah. It probably, I've never seen a guy get injured from it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So
I think this is kind of off topic, but kind of goes with it. I think all the rule changes with the NFL this year specifically, I've seen more yellow flags out on the field in the first 2 weeks than I think I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I think the Broncos have some crazy stat where they had like more penalty yards in the first half of week 1 than they did total yards or something crazy like that. I don't know. I think if you just keep adding more rules, 2 things are going to happen. Teams are going to be more penalized, and also referees don't know what a rule is. Like, I don't know what a catch is.
Yeah.
That's been a problem for years.
I think the biggest problem is it makes it harder to watch.
Right. I was going to say, what happens when there's more penalties? You're like, God,
I don't want to watch, and I love football.
Yep.
Right. It really takes you out of the moment. It kills all the momentum in the game, all the energy.
Yeah. I think referees need to have a little more like restraint when calling penalties.
Well, and God dang it. It never fails. If you see a running back break one and he's like, gets a 20-yard run and you're like, oh, that was exciting.
Holding on the opposite side.
Every time.
Dude, the one that kills me is like a team throws up a Hail Mary. The receiver has no business getting there. Oh, passing interference. 2-yard line.
That was
automatic first down.
That was Carson Wentz in the Colts offense last year. Aside from Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, they're known for that too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I'm watching the game, and if somebody has a big play, I'm almost guaranteeing that there's a flag every time, and I'm like, Jesus.
It really sucks, especially when you're watching fantasy. You're like, that's my guy. Flag.
Yeah. And then he's tired because he just ran at 60 yards, so he's off the field, and you're like, well, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks taking stuff away from guys.
Yeah.
All right. Should we shut down for a second?
Sure can.
Just kidding. I'm pissing live on air.
Let's go.
Still working through. Oh, clock's back on.
Clock's back on. Never mind.
Names and work
A
out of
special
that.
guest on a future pod.
I feel like we do need more special guests.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of our previous special guest, you see what is number one website accrued in the year of 2022?
No.
So they released the websites that made the most money this year.
I had such a great joke and I was on mute. Damn it.
I had such a great joke about Mason the baseball earlier, and I couldn't fit it in.
You're like our last guest number one website or whatever. I was like, Only John's?
Only John. No,
Grandes?
OnlyFans is the number 2 grossing website of 2022. Only one above is Amazon.
What?
OnlyFans is bigger than eBay.
Hey, I'm okay with it being bigger than eBay because who the hell uses eBay anymore? If it ever passes Amazon,
Who the hell
though,
uses OnlyFans with that much money, though?
If OnlyFans passes Amazon, god damn, dude. Our viewers are about to see my feet right now.
You're gonna have to pay me, bro.
That's our Patreon episode.
Reverse OnlyFans. You gotta pay
Please see
me.
the link in the bio below.
ain't nobody want to see them hairy bastards.
Dude, no one wants to see my feet, dude. These things are fucking gross.
You guys got anything else to talk about before I get on my trip here?
We got a
Dude,
lot.
I just want to know if you saw Machine Gun Kelly up there, man.
No, I think he was there like a couple weeks before, though.
Because he's from the land.
Yep.
Oh God,
Don't
no
worry.
shit, is he?
Mm-hmm.
I did see him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, though. He had some stuff there.
Who?
MGK.
Was it the vial of his blood or what?
No, they had like a outfit and stuff.
Dude, can I touch on Nate McKinnon's new contract real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that before we.
Well deserved.
So, I mean, all right, we'll see what everyone's take is on this. Hockey season starts in about a couple weeks. You know how we stand on this podcast. Go Avs. Yeah, crazy.
Couple weeks.
October 12th is when Avs host the Blackhawks for opening ice.
Buddy, that means
Which is
winter's
just-
coming, and I love winter.
And that's only 4 days after the holiday.
What holiday?
My birthday.
Hey-oh!
It's a podcast holiday.
We're still gonna do it that week. Relax.
Jake will just be in his birthday suit the whole podcast.
Yep.
So make sure you watch us on YouTube or Spotify.
Blow
when we
my
get the
candle.
video. He's going to be rocking 2 cams. Anterior, posterior. Google it if you don't know what that means.
We're doing a Hawaiian hula skirt themed party.
If we get 3,000 likes, Jake will take off the coconut bra.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Nathan MacKinnon.
Yeah, anyway, 8-year, $100 million deal, said to be the highest paid NHL player ever. He'll overtake, what's his fuck's name from the Oilers?
Oh, McDavid?
McDavid. Yeah, he's going to take up McDavid over in 2
Connor
years, I believe.
McDavid.
I didn't know McDavid had a bigger already.
Oh, dude, McDavid's got a big contract.
Already?
Dude,
When did he
McDavid's
get
legit.
that contract this last year?
I think it was like 2 or 3 years back.
He's got to
Don't
only
quote
be
me.
like
Oh wow.
2 or 3 years pro, right?
Yeah.
No, he was drafted with Rantanen. Him
Dude.
and Miko came out. They're probably like 6-year pros.
I'm fucking old.
Yeah, I know, right?
So what do you
We're
think?
older than pretty much everyone on the team.
So I agree. I think McKinnon's worth every penny.
Yep.
But do you think he should have gave us a hometown deal?
No.
I wish he would have.
Mhm. So this is where my brain went for all of you guys that probably don't care. The salary cap continues to rise each year in hockey. We got Makar to like probably the best deal in hockey. second best player in hockey, make a chump change.
Hmm.
Gabe's locked down. Mikko's locked down for a couple more years. Let's pay MacKinnon his bag. Salary cap rises. We can re-sign those guys with the extra space. We got rid of Kadri, so Avalanche country. Let's ride.
That's right.
That's
So-
right.
So I'm a big believer in, Pat McAfee talks about it all the time. You have a very short period of your life where you can make this type of money because it's all about being in your prime. So in that short period of time where you can make your money, make it. Don't be giving hometown deals. Make the money you deserve.
I mean, I'm with you. I think McKinnon's worth every penny.
Yeah.
But, like, maybe take 90 down.
Nope.
Yeah,
Get what you can, man.
You know?
Get what you can. Kirk,
It's how
Kirk
much
Cousins-
you want to
That's
win
what I
the
think. I think
championship,
this
right?
is his discount. I really think that is his discount.
I don't know
Like,
if I
I
agree
re-
with that.
I think if he went to Vegas, Chicago, some of these other
Okay,
cities,
don't get me wrong. There's probably
they
places
would
that would have paid him
more. They would have paid him more.
but I don't really think we got a huge discount.
Ah, dude.
Nor do I think
It's the culture, man.
we don't deserve a discount.
Dude, what is
Well,
it
you
with
know,
Denver sports right now? Joker,
I'm
Wilson?
downtown making the culture, so that's what's up with Denver sports.
Yeah, when you have Russell Wilson as your quarterback, and he's probably the worst star of your big three sports.
Dude, can I give a story about why I love Avalanche fans?
Why?
I'm at the parade, right? We're sitting there waiting in like this big crowd. Like Joe Sakic's Trader Joe's about to go up on stage, do his thing, pass the torch off to Gabe, all these things. We're in the crowd. I ran out of booze. My Pink Whitney's gone.
Oh, that's the worst.
Tough.
When do we-
Right? You know what we do? We stand up. Hey, who's got a beer for us? Bam, bam, 2, right there. No questions asked.
Fair
Let's
enough.
go, Avs.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Mhm.
I gotta say, if you're done talking about hockey here,
I mean, I could go on for more, but I don't think the viewers want to listen more.
Oh, why
Yeah.
not?
let's ask the viewers. What do you think, viewers?
Okay, so
I will not show my feet, viewers.
you know who's taking too much money for Colorado sports is that boy
Oh,
Russell
for sure.
Wilson. Russell Wilson. I mean, I know it's not a hometown discount because this is first year here and all, but I mean,
Dude.
who deserves the bag? Nathan MacKinnon or Russell Wilson?
That's true.
Can I say something, though?
Yeah.
When Russell Wilson goes, Broncos country, let's ride. That's worth at least $100 million. Yeah. That alone's worth at least $100 million.
His
That's the
branding.
coolest thing that happened to Denver sports.
You ready for this? This is
Yeah.
Jokic. Nogus Nathan. Let's ball.
Nate McKinnon's probably goes something like Avs Nation, let's ride. Hey. Sorry.
Hey, Avs Nation name.
Hey.
I don't know why
He's Canadian.
Aussie, not Canadian.
Yo, fuck them northern people.
They're like the best players on our team.
They're the only players.
So
Time
let's get into
Let's ride.
Before we get into what Jake's going to say, I want to know if there's any update on when I'm going to win my Pink Whitney.
there's no update on your Pink Whitney.
Dang it. Okay.
So today is the first day of fall, and I said it was coming this fall. So
You said
I
it was
drank some
September.
Whitney this weekend.
I wish I did, but I'll never try it because
I still don't know what it is, so I'm not really excited to try it. If it was like, I don't know. I forgot to mention I'm drinking Thick Haze IPA.
nice.
Yo, thick haze? I got that Tiger thick. Can I
Us
read the
thick
label
boys.
to you guys?
Thick boys.
Yes, please do. Please do.
You tell me if this is cool or gay.
Gay.
The tiger. The thickest big cat on the planet. Born blind. They hunt within a year. and developed night vision in 2. A thick boy we know also became adversity. To become a warrior in the ring and a slayer on the stage. Here's to the fighting spirit, to the uniqueness of each one's path.
So, coolest thing I've ever seen on one of those until it said, here's to the fighting spirit, because I think that's already trademarked.
Modelo.
With another. Yep. What
Modelo.
the hell?
Let's ride.
Is
Modelo country.
Let's job too?
Yeah.
I was into it. I was into it until it said to the fighting spirit.
So the first time I got this, I took it over to one of my friend's house here in Texas. I'm like, dude, because it's really good whiskey. It's really good whiskey.
You know what? You're all time talking about being from Houston or being in Houston. For some reason, my brain never attributed that to Texas until you just said in Texas.
Yeehaw, motherfucker.
What the hell?
You're a damn Texan.
Damn straight.
So today I learned that one of our co-hosts is retarded.
Hey, you can't say that.
Yeah.
We already went through this on the past episode. You can say that.
Anyways, back to your
I was at Specs. For those of you in Texas, you know Specs is legit. Denver people, Apple Jacks is like a close comparison. At there, buy this Tiger Thick. Cool whiskey, not gonna lie. Nice label. I read the back. I'm fucking pumped up. I'm like, let's go. Yeah, adversity, you know?
That's
taking
what I'm
my
about when I buy alcohol.
Dude, no one drinks because they didn't go through adversity. Right? Adversity.
Let's drink to that.
So yeah, go to my friend's house. I'm like, yeah, dude, I got Tiger Thick. And he's like, what the fuck kind of name is that? He doesn't know Brendan's shop. He doesn't get it, you know. And so I'm like, yeah, Tiger Thick, man. I'll read you the label. I read him that. And he was like, dude, that's about the gayest shit I've ever heard. Why are you drinking that?
Can you call him a friend? Jeez.
You know what that sounds like? Someone who didn't go through adversity. That guy was born with vision.
Born a Texan.
Yep. He didn't have it rough like us, Rocky Mountain.
Nope.
Hitchhiking.
I'll drink to that, boys.
Mountain living. Cabin warrior.
I'll drink to that.
Snow mountain.
It was my little white rascal.
Cheers. Me and Zach are those thick boys.
Speaking of thick boys, my next one is actually, I think, a
Put the pick away.
Whoa.
Who are you talking to? Me or him?
Homebrew from Odd 13 Brewing, codename Superfan. I got this from a guy at work. So,
dude, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
It's an interesting can. I'm pretty sure it's going to taste like shit, but
where's it from?
Lafayette, Colorado.
Okay.
It is
kind of local.
The hops are Citra, Simcoe, Equinox.
Is there a better beer than free beer?
And it's a hazy Indian pale ale.
Let's take a sip and 1 out of 10. Let's hear it.
Wow.
Steve Belichick.
Yeah, it's a Steve Belichick beer right there.
Give him the Steve.
Not my favorite. I'd give it a 5.
Not my favorite, but a 5. Dang.
Dude, but it was free.
This paddle whacker though, I give a 9. That was fucking good.
Dude,
you're paddle whacking all the time.
Can we agree that Coors is the best beer?
Coors Light, yeah.
Coors,
gotta get some Coors in your life.
That's what I have.
Coors. Hey, you don't say that.
It used to be Coors, and then I got fat. Well, I was always fat, but I got fatter, and now I'm Coors Light.
Thick boys.
Oh, I love that Coors.
Oh, yeah.
I went out partying, drinking for the first time in a while this last weekend.
Yeah? Like, what kind of party are we talking?
Yeah.
Like a house party?
You went to a college house party.
I was going to say, I can't imagine going to a house party at this age.
Dude, I fucking wish.
The guy was looking at me. He said his name was Deshaun.
Next thing you know.
Doing him and his buddy Kareem.
I got that chub, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I got a coworker who just bought this house. I've been begging them. I won't give up their gender. Begging them.
It's a girl.
But they're the same?
To let me throw a cake at their place.
Okay.
They won't let me. So anyway, we went out to the bars.
All right. All right.
It's an interesting twist, I guess.
Why have you been begging them to throw a kegger at their place?
Because I want to do another college-style party.
Oh, and you don't want to do it at your place.
Like, Zach,
That's
We're
good
doing
enough.
it at my place. Nah, I'm smarter than that.
I don't want to be cleanup crew.
Nah.
your house is way easier to destroy.
Yeah.
So, my question for you guys. What was the last time you got a free beer from a stranger?
Well, I was gonna answer that way earlier.
To
And
preface
then I
this,
cut off by more sports stuff.
so
My answer is last Saturday.
Oh,
bet
he was in Cleveland. That's right.
Yeah.
from the land.
A free
So-
beer from a stranger. So I don't know if I'd consider this, but we have sometimes customers. I mean, they're strangers to me until they give me the beer. Then they're best friend. But we have one customer that's 15 minutes away. Zach, you know where I'm talking about. It's 15 minutes from the hometown.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Every time we go and do something for him, it's a case of Coors Light every single time, and I'm like, I love you, guy. Keep calling.
Keep coming, man. I'll just come hang out. What are you doing this Sunday? What are you doing this Sunday?
But so I guess that would be the last time. And the last time I saw him, I hadn't seen him. Last time our guy saw him was 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So
I just want to know: is his operation mining related?
mine or his?
What you got against
His.
minors?
No.
Nothing. I've never been with a miner.
You bet. This loser lost his virginity at 22.
Shoot. But no, it was not Jake.
Anyway,
Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you.
so one of our residents at our place, we had to go to the bathroom, so we went to go to the pissa.
Oh God. Okay,
We're
main
walking.
boy.
Wicked pissa.
There's a wicked piss up.
So we're walking there, and there's like a big line to the bathroom. So I'm just like chilling in line, people watching. I look next to me, and there's this bucket of beers. And so I look at the guy. I'm like,
I was about to say those aren't free if you just take one.
nah, hear me out. I look at the guy. I'm like, hey, man, can I take one of these? And he hits me back with this like Irish or Scottish accent. I couldn't place it. He's like, yeah, dude. Like, you want one? And he hands me a land shark. You ever have a land shark?
Oh yeah,
Pretty good, right?
that's
Like a Corona.
Jimmy
I don't mind it.
Buffett's beer. You know,
Have you ever had a loaded land shark?
I don't know what that is. What's a loaded land shark?
You really don't know what that is?
I might know, but what is
So
it?
they serve that at J-Dub all the time.
this
It's,
guy's
uh,
getting
fucking
into,
live
like
in
mixed
Houston.
drinks and stuff.
You take out the like top portion of it and you put tequila in it.
Dude, we call that ranch water here.
In a land shark?
Topo Chico.
I don't know what the hell that is, but it's a loaded land
anyway.
shark if it's a land shark.
Both
Anyway.
of those are like mixed drinks.
Anyway,
Look. Nah.
he hands me the land shark. I try to twist it off. It doesn't twist off. I'm like, this fucking guy played me. So I give it back to him. He puts it on the table, like slaps his hand down, pops the top off, hands it to me. This is a cool dude.
That's a cool dude.
This is a cool dude. We cheers. He's a soccer fan. We talk a little bit Premier League. We drink a little bit. As I'm doing that, my resident in front of me is like fucking like in a little scuffle with this guy. I don't know what happened.
You always get in scuffles.
And like, I find these things when I go out. I get it. So the guy's like my buddy's like 6'7". He's not a little human, big dude, and the other guy's like 5'4", like small dude. So there's like a big height difference, and they're like talking, jabbing, like, "Why are you doing that?" Blah blah blah. And the guy that cracked my beer fucking grabs the guy who's arguing with my friend on the shoulder. It's like, "You don't want to do this right now," in like this heavy Irish or Scottish accent. Dude, it was like a top 10 moment.
Dude, that guy is your spirit animal. He sounds just like you.
I heard it. No. I'm like, fuck this guy.
You do not want to get salty with me right now.
You do not want to get salty.
That's your spirit animal.
I feel like that accent's got to be real intimidating too.
Dude, he was like,
you're not
bald.
expecting it.
He was a real Andrew Tate motherfucker, dude. Yeah. Cool time.
The only thing that would have made that story better if he would have just put it in his mouth. I'm like, crack, here's your beer, buddy.
He just chugs the whole thing real quick.
Well,
I'll get you another.
I'll get you another. All right. Yep. You got it on that one. That would have been sick.
That would have been pretty cool. All right.
Jake, when was the last time you had a beer? Tell us the story.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me start from the top, I guess. So I went on a trip to Cleveland.
From the what?
I've been trying to talk about this for like an hour. We're just now getting to it.
Let me get into these notes.
Yeah, page 1 of 800.
The day
I like Zach. He's got index cards. He's like doing flashcards at night. He's like, we're gonna talk about this week.
So I have this. I had this inspiration. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I've been writing jokes down that I think are pretty funny. And
all right, all three of us are gonna do open mics.
I might do open mic.
This is a flashback to Blaine in college.
Oh yeah,
mine are better.
Think we should like actually all three of us go to an open mic and see who can perform the best for like a bet, and then we'll put it on the podcast. We'll record it all and put it on the podcast.
Not happening. I'll show my wiener so you can't put it on the internet.
We can blur.
Dude, no one's got that high quality of screen to see that shit.
Can we get some more spotlights?
I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Paddle Whacker. Made Mason's dick small.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
What did that guy say?
We can all be winners.
And that's how you get free beer sponsors, boys.
And that's a story for another night.
I want to hear that story.
All right.
Jake, we'll hear about the land next. I need to hear this story.
So, the year was 2015.
Sorry, right before you start, this is a mountain beach.
Yeah, probably 2015.
Oh, I would try a beach.
Whoa. I don't want to tell that you said that.
This guy.
Hey, guys, I got to take a piss. Can I take a piss and then Mason can get into a story?
You bet.
Should we just keep it going? We won't say anything cool while you're gone.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, I don't either. Because I'm going to go do it too.
All right, I'll piss too then.
Yeah. Wait, Jake, don't press play. I want to hear it.
Well, it's too late.
Mason, press play.
Guys, we can censor whatever you want. This was a big feedback actually, is people are kind of mad that we're not like leaving all of our crap in.
Dude, what I told you guys last time, I can't say on the air though.
I'm trying to think of like what we actually have censored though. Like, not much.
Think about what I do and where I live.
Well, yeah, but we censored all that.
Just that though.
Yeah. That's a big thing though.
Well, and a lot of names. We censored all of those.
I don't care if people are upset that we censored names. I want people searching my girlfriend's name on Facebook and stuff.
Dude, go watch Alex Jones if you want uncensored names, bitches.
Okay. Well, you guys are gonna censor him, and I'm just gonna start inserting fake names when you're saying it. Then
Rebecca Carlson.
Who's that?
she's the girl
I
that
have
you
no
said that
idea.
you had relations with.
Never had relations with any of those girls.
Are you sure? Because we have it here on paper.
We have video. We have video.
Let's see it.
Boys, if I get you all Pink Whitney shooters, can we take it on next podcast?
You bet.
Yeah. I still don't know what it is though.
I'll go
vodka.
to the liquor store and get some Pink Whitney if they have it here.
Where old
We
Luke
should-
Bryan was, or what?
Yep.
We should do that like more often. And, like we'll do like taste test or something on the podcast.
I'm probably gonna do it every week. I'm not gonna lie because I drink beer every week on the podcast.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to Sober October. But,
I'll start sampling.
I am
November,
not.
I'll be drunk.
I am not doing Sober October.
I'll do sober October if it's going to be a challenge with you, Zach. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it.
I'll tell you off air what the challenge I got going on is.
Don't do it,
Okay.
Jake.
Just tell me now. I just told you we could censor any.
No,
I'll do this. I'll do this while you say it, so that you know we got to censor them both.
Jake, just don't do it because then we can't drink beer on the pod together, and I will be the lone drunk, and I don't want that.
You ever been drunk alone before?
Yes, it's a sad day. It's a sad day.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Does it count that I'm with you guys, or
But
am I alone right now?
Yeah. To be fair, mine was on accident.
Dude, so is mine. I got a
Yours is on accident.
I got an Angry Orchard sampler pack,
Accident this one time.
and I drank the green apple Angry Orchard. Fucking fire as fuck. I was like, I gotta get more of these. And I went and got like 2 6-packs.
Hell yeah. Well,
I was
That'll get you
college
lit.
days.
so the reason it's an accident is because like a lot of people will be like, I'm going home and drink because I had such a bad day. They get drunk by themselves or they're drinking away their sorrows. But like mine and Zach's was just like we just got a little carried away by ourselves.
Can we do a pod where we all get fucking wasted? We'll do it like a Friday
Oh.
night.
I mean, that was supposed to be the last one.
Can we do a Friday night pod?
This Friday?
Next Friday.
I can't this Friday because I'm going to the Rockies game.
And we can't do it on a work night?
I gotta get up too early. That's the only issue. Can we do it October 30th?
That's not it for me.
October 30th? We could probably do it.
Like a Halloween one?
Oh, sorry, September 30th.
Oh, I was like, dang, you're like another month off.
Maybe?
I don't.
Yeah,
what's
we'll
the
talk.
30th? What day of the week is it?
Friday.
It's a Friday. It's next Friday.
I could probably do that.
I will
We can bring on some special guests.
I will run it by the girlfriend to see if that's okay, but
I will mow the lawn.
Who's in charge?
If
Who's
Mason
the
can
captain
drink
now?
on Friday.
she is. She's the captain.
I will mow the lawn. All
Lawnmowing
right, Jake,
season's
let's
over.
hear the trip from the land.
All right, the trip from the land, down under. Just kidding, not down under, up under.
Up under.
So, first thing is, I definitely had the game changer that Zach gave me last time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the airport lounges. Didn't get to experience that on the way out. They're still building the Capital One lounge at DIA, the Denver airport.
Okay.
But they do have priority pass. So
Mhm. I got that.
So yeah, Zach and I are members. It's not a big deal, but we get to get into those lounges also. So I got to go to a restaurant on the way back in at the Cleveland airport, which was pretty cool. Got to go past the line, got seated right away. It was like we got this. They immediately just bring like drinks out to you. Like you don't even order anything. Like it's
Fuck
just
you, Mason.
yeah.
Oh,
You scum sitting in coach like the rest of us.
Whoa.
This motherfucker sent me fantasy football trades right now.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, you just canceled it? You little bitch.
This is dirty, guys. Come on.
Come on, Zach. Listen to the story.
All right, sorry, dude. All right, priority bats.
Sorry, I got distracted. I had to check to see if he sent me any trades.
I knew that was gonna
Um,
mess him up.
so I'll say the other thing is with our kind of deal, we get TSA pre or we get reimbursed for TSA pre. So I went ahead and got that done like a week or two ago. Um, Going out of the Denver airport didn't really help that much. It's kind of 50-50 what the lines are. So about the same time, probably it's probably a little bit quicker to go through the TSA pre line through Denver. But I'll say coming back, the Cleveland airport probably saved me an hour of waiting in line at security. So that was really nice. Just wanted to give that update for people that are curious about what TSA pre really does for you.
What it actually does for you.
Yeah. So when I flew to Cleveland, I went there for a festival, Moon Man's Landing. It's a Kid Cudi festival. You guys, of course, know that I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan. But it was a festival, so we also had. Sorry, Zach, do you have a question?
Am I allowed to ask questions as you give this story or no?
I would. I would actually prefer if you did.
I thought Kid Cudi's got sick a while back and stopped performing, so that's not true.
He has had he has like had mental health things in the past where he's gone to like rehab and stuff like that. I don't know if it's really cut into his touring much. But so that's pretty much the extent of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that what was that the main reason you went to Cleveland was for that Kid Cudi?
Yeah, so it's something that I've kind of always wanted to do is see him perform because Cleveland is his hometown. So he does a lot of special extra stuff there, but he actually planned this entire festival. And he has a show on Netflix coming out on September 30th called Intergalactic, and a new album coming out that goes along with that. So he kind of planned this whole tour and festival leading up to that, all going towards that. So it was kind of like a big event that I wanted to go to. And I've seen him before 2 or 3 times, and he's always been a great performer. So he's never had a bad concert that I've been to, and mostly because all the people there are cool. So every time I go, like it's mostly like the fans and stuff are really cool. So like I was saying, the last Saturday I got a free beers because people that were giving me drinks, and I was getting drinks for other people, and we were passing around all kinds of like waters and stuff. I don't know if you guys remember back to the whole like Astro World disaster.
Oh yeah.
I was here.
Yeah, so that was like kind of starting to happen. So like they stopped counting the number of people that passed out after 21, and that was like really before any headliners went on. And that was mostly just due to dehydration. I don't think there was any like drugs or anything involved on those.
How long was it?
So it started at 2 p.m. and went to 2 a.m. So 12 hours.
When were people dropping?
Um, pretty early. I would say probably around 4ish to 6ish was probably the worst.
Okay.
And I think it was because the sun, the heat, the humidity. People probably out there drinking beers. So eventually they start tossing waters and stuff into the crowd. And people are drinking them, and that's good. They're keeping everyone hydrated. It still keeps happening though, and everyone's cool there. If you pass out or whatever, you just get carried up or passed up to the medics, and they just get you hydrated. It's not a big deal. You get back in the concert and everything after everything's good. But we were very upfront, so I was in the VIP section.
Yeah, I saw the videos. Yeah.
Yeah, and I made a bunch of friends immediately. So there was these two girls in front of me, and I eventually became friends with the girl to the left of me and to the right of me.
Nice.
Yeah, there was one point where they were all chanting, "We love Jake."
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I fucking believe it. I'd chant that shit.
Yeah, you should have been there.
Did they know you were 45?
Well, my age test wasn't back.
Oh, so you don't even know how old you are to tell.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
I mean, I was old enough to drink at the concert, so that's all that mattered.
And
Were
Jake's
they old
mom's gonna
enough to
want to fight me
drink?
again. Whoa.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Zach?
Were they old enough to drink?
Yeah, you had to be 21 to get into VIP.
Cool.
All right.
All right,
Carry
I'll
on.
continue. I'll continue the story now that we're cleared up on that issue. So, I was there kind of solo. I had a buddy that was also there, but I was up front, so we were kind of separated. So I was just making friends with everyone around me. So like I said, all those girls, and there's like a few other guys around too. That I mean, we were just all hanging out, buying beers, having food, sharing food. It was really cool. And, everyone was really nice, and there was one point where I mentioned Astro World earlier. There was a lot of people pushing and shoving and stuff during the Playboy Cardi set. He's kind of like a hardcore hip hop. He has very talented electric guitarist that plays for him. I can't think of his name right now, but it was a very good performance. But yeah, they started kind of like thrashing and trying to make a pit over by us, but like they're pushing everyone such into like the railings and stuff that people were falling on and getting trampled and stuff. So we had to get security involved, which sucks. And that's something that I learned on this trip is security just doesn't really do their jobs the way they used to. So I dealt with that at the concert and kind of at the football game. It's like if something happens, they just try a bunch of shit, but like someone will just say something to them and they'll be like, they'll just, I don't know, get in an argument with, like, I was at the Browns game and this guy was trying to the security guard was trying to throw this guy out for being in the wrong seat, but guys, god damn it. You got so you can't see, but the guys are being a real gates in the chat here.
You can't say that.
So
I didn't. I'm sorry. I was just rereading it from what Zach and Mason said.
I agree with you though. The security doesn't really do what they say. So we went to
I agree, dude.
we
I
went
mean,
to
I'm close to Uvalde. The cops don't do nearly the shit they are supposed to do.
when we went to that preseason game, there was that guy that was sitting next to you once you came up there, and he's just in the stands, just smoking pot. Just like I'm like, dude,
Yeah, they don't care.
you can't do that with cigarettes. Why are you gonna do it with pot too? Like they have smoking.
I noticed that on this whole trip. There's just people smoking cigars and cigarettes and pot and in stadiums and shit. It's so bizarre. It's like the 90s.
I don't give a two dams if you're gonna do it, but I don't want to do it. So
Yeah.
go to your designated
Well,
area.
it's just like we completely went backwards over the past couple of years because they stopped enforcing stuff.
Everything. They stopped enforcing everything. Defund the police, right? Good work. Good work. Anyways,
But they didn't even defund the police. It was just the message.
It was just like quit doing your job, dang it.
It's just they lost all that respect, I think, is the problem.
Yeah. Well, now it's become more of
I back the blue.
It's become more of a
Your back is blue? What else is?
What is that? What is that movie with Frankie Muniz?
Malcolm in the Middle?
I don't know. You're going to have to give me more than that.
He turns the guy blue. He stole his like story.
Oh, Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar. Yes. That's Zach's back.
My dick got blue the other day. I went to the doctor.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Why would you go to the doctor for that?
The doctor said it was normal for slamming in a fucking book.
All right. Maybe your stand-up would work. All right, I'm into it.
All right.
You
That's a
should
good
change
opener.
it.
Very
Change it to a waffle iron. The blue waffle.
very specific.
Dude, in high school, I convinced one of my classmates to Google blue waffle on our teacher's computer. I think Mason knows the student and the teacher.
Zach, were you a part of when we convinced a student to go into the school shop during the homecoming dance and ask for
Ask for the what?
the free condom they were giving out because it was homecoming?
That is funny.
I was present.
It was all good fun. Like, we're friends with the guy. We weren't bullying or anything, but oh my god.
I put in the name of the chat who it was for Jake to
yeah. Jake probably could have guessed. Yeah.
I didn't realize that I might have recognized this person, but this person is someone that I know.
I fucking love our podcast.
Oh, it's the best, man.
Shout out to our condom listener.
You know who you are. Check your trades, bitch. Just kidding. I don't have any active trades.
You're one of 10 people now, and you're one of 7 because you're not plus 3.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yep. Let's do it again.
It wasn't Johnny, but still, could have been.
Dude, we need to get some. I like Johnny as a guest.
We should get more guests.
I got Paul as a guest. He's confirmed.
Yep, Paul.
I got the other Johnny as a guest.
Who's Paul?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Who else?
I got Johnny and Paul.
Who's Paul?
Okay. Good one, Jake.
I fucking hate us so much.
Obviously, we'll bring Johnny back once he gets better internet than Zach, if that's...
Yeah. Can you just
Can I
give
a thing to my listeners right now?
Yeah.
I am so sorry. Like, deeply sorry for my internet connection. AT&T sucks more dick than Mason and Jake combined. All right? If they were in a room of 300 dicks,
Speak for
they would
yourself.
fucking make every single one of them come, and they drink it all.
Well,
AT&T sucks.
I'll make sure to mention to everybody, minute 20, quit watching this thing.
Now, back to Mason and Jake.
Jesus. And this is why I stick to beer and I'm not drinking shots of whiskey on the podcast.
I hope you know we're gonna get you back in a second.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, we all do.
Wait. Does this pick this up?
Jesus.
What was that? Was that the you pulling the cork out, or was that your thing falling out you?
That was my dick pulling out of the bottle.
Yeah.
TJ,
So
we gotta get our loyal listener TJ on one of these times.
For
TJ,
sure.
Yep.
I got a question today. I'm gonna pitch it to you guys.
Okay.
Have you ever fisted a girl?
Zach does get crazy when he drinks, doesn't he?
Yep. You don't want to get salty with him, I'll tell you that. No, Zach, I have not.
No, I have not either.
Me neither.
I have big hands.
Where'd that come from, Zach? Where'd that come from?
Well, I was hanging out with my friends today,
And they asked about fisting?
and they asked if I did that.
Okay.
You need to find new friends, man.
Y'all are my fucking friends.
What us?
Are these fellow doctors?
Hey, I would not consider this guy a doctor.
But is he?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Okay, good.
All right. When I went to doctor school, I was
Is that what they call it?
no. That's what I'm going to call it. Because I don't want to give up my profession.
Because we haven't before.
When I was at doctor school.
I was at doctor school.
After work.
I was like, fuck. I'm going to have to be a square for these years while I'm here. Just fucking, button my tie, tuck in my shirt, strap up my belt, tie my shoe, do my thing. I was like, I'll do it for the years I'm here. It's going to suck, but I'll do it. And then one of my buddies asked me if he, in school, he's like, hey, did you vote for Trump? I was like, we all built different. We all built different.
So
Anyway.
what was the answer?
That's why I knew we were different. We were all built different. And I knew all doctors were built different. All right? We had x-rays of our chest. You know where they saw in us too?
What? Iron Man?
A little bit of dog in us.
Run.
Dog pound.
Guys, I'm fucking so sorry right now.
So can I get back to my Cleveland trip?
Wait, I feel like I was going somewhere in my story. I was going somewhere in my story.
Oh my god.
I think my story was sometimes the
There's a lot-
institution we work for forces us to act a certain way.
Okay. But
That's all. That's
But-
all.
The more you know.
But I'll probably look for a job come Monday.
Can I post this on their Facebook wall?
oh my god.
Boys, I fucking love you guys. Can we do a cheers?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bump it.
God, that stuff is not good. I'm not getting that again. But
It's strong in the bad way.
that paddle whacker, that's a beer.
You gotta try this one. This one's pretty good.
I will.
It's a sour though. I don't know if you like sours.
Not really, but I'll try it.
Tiger thick.
You think they got it here?
Yeah, it's Breckenridge Brewery.
You think they got it here in Craig though?
Yeah.
Hey, bleep that, bleep that, bleep that.
What?
This guy.
Uh,
Zach, call someone up. We're gonna ask for their advice.
Can I? Who should I?
Yeah. I don't know. Who's the highest ranking doctor that you know?
What kind of advice we asking though?
I will not put them on the call.
Yeah, I
But
wouldn't do that.
I'll
either.
put someone we all know on the call. You
should
cool
call
with that?
You should call your brother. He's probably working.
No, not him. Not him.
Jake, while he's coming up with this, have you?
This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Mason, you do
Sorry
not
to
like
interrupt
this
you,
guy.
Mason.
This is your mortal enemy. Jake, we talked about him earlier.
Is it Johnny?
Hey, Johnny. Can we do it?
I like Johnny.
All right. He's on speaker.
This podcast is getting good.
What's up, Zachary?
Hey, John. Hey, what's up?
No, I don't know. What are you doing?
So I'm kind of filming a podcast right now. I've had like numerous shots of
Is
whiskey,
this Paul?
and you're live.
This is Johnny.
Well, what's up, podcast? How's everybody today?
I think we're doing good, man.
No, seriously, who is
You talking
this?
to us?
We got the whole squad on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Mason, we got Jake live.
We got the
Mason and Jake live.
what's up, stud?
Is
Oh,
it
you can't hear us.
I'm
Jonathan?
not getting any audio back.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's coming through my headphones. They said, "What's up, stud?"
Okay. Well, what's the whiskey topic of the day, man?
Yeah.
What's the whiskey?
Ask him some advice, Jake.
What the hell is going on right now?
Jake asks, "What the hell is going on right now?"
Who is on the phone?
I'm gonna hit it back with I'm not drinking currently, but
Ask-
I'm so bothered right now.
Stranahan's is a good one.
Stranahan's? Go Stranahan's?
I got one.
Stranahan's,
Mason's got a question.
So let him know.
Question
Jake-
hit me.
Jake's been in this situation where he met a girl online, and she
Jake's been
happens
in a situation where he met a girl online.
to be
Okay.
in the Special Olympics.
She was in the Special Olympics.
This is a story I told. This isn't serious.
Should he take this farther or end it?
Should he take it farther? Or should he
It's
end
already
it?
ended. You
Mm.
guys are gonna get me.
The
in
guy
trouble.
says, "Ooh."
I like how he's thinking about it.
That question should answer itself.
The question should answer itself.
Thank you.
Would Aunt Julie listening to this podcast, would she even think it was a question?
I knew Johnny was a stud, man.
Johnny, Mason called you a stud. I am going to send you a link for our next episode so you can show your fucking face on this bitch.
Just tell him we want him as a guest.
Okay. I will see you guys on the next episode.
Johnny, any last words of advice?
Man, I don't have a lot now. I'll save everything in the tank for the next pod.
All right, dude, write it down.
So stay tuned and watch the next pod for the listeners out there. Aunt Julie.
What the fuck is going on? This is like, it seems scripted.
I love you.
You guys too. Over and out.
Bye, man.
He might be the most charismatic fucking guy in the world. I gotta say,
He sounded like a natural radio host.
dude. You remember him? He was charismatic.
Dude, I'm not just saying this because I know he's going to be listening. I fucking love that guy. Like, as high as I hold you two, I hold that guy equally as high.
Oh, man.
Oh boys,
So,
this has been an
I was
interesting
the,
podcast.
yeah. Do we need to end it there, or should I go into some stories?
No,
I'd
we're an
I'd
hour
really
and a
like to
half.
I'd really like to finish my Cleveland trip
You might,
because I couldn't remember it next week.
you might have to save it because we're at an hour and a half, man.
Dude, that's basically telling me Mason's girlfriend's like, huh?
I think we should start drinking before the podcast next time.
Guys, I know you all got some form of game system. Can we start drinking like an hour before we fucking start this shit?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
you guys aren't on an hour before. I have trouble getting you on early anyways.
Jake?
Yeah, I'll be on.
So, can I ask one last question?
You bet.
Can I finish one last story?
All right. Can Jake finish his story and then can I ask my question?
Well, there's a lot here. I'll save it, I guess.
I'll write my question down.
This is pissing me off, though, because I'm going to forget it.
What?
Do you want to see what I wrote down?
Yeah. Nose. When
Eating.
eating.
Box. Triangle. Diamond. I don't know. Oh, I think I do know now. I get it, Zach. I get it.
I'm out. I don't know what
Nice.
I'm talking about.
All right. See you next week.
So, I was listening to another podcast.
Why are you going now? We're going to do another story now.
I got a long commute. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
One of them asked the question, have you ever used your nose, Jake, get ready to end this, when eating pussy?